Hi and welcome to Stop Smoking in Just 2 Hours. And congratulations on taking your first step to becoming a non-smoker. You are just, if you think about it, it's quite exciting because you are just 2 to 2.5 hours away from never ever having to smoke again. Having been a smoker myself for God knows how many years, I'm fully aware of how exciting that prospect is for you. Now look, my name is Jason Vale. I'm otherwise known as the Juice Master. But what people don't know is that actually stop smoking therapy or addiction therapy is really where my heart lies. I ran a stop smoking clinic for well over 9 years, and I've helped hundreds, if not thousands of people escape from what is the nicotine trap. Now look, you've taken your first step to becoming smoke-free. I sincerely hope that you follow through on that first step. Now, the good news is, contrary to what people have led you to believe, contrary to what you may even believe yourself, it is phenomenally easy to stop smoking. Now, years and years ago when I was caught in the whole nicotine trap, I would never ever have believed that. In fact, I would have dismissed it straight away. Why? Because I tried so many attempts to stop myself and I always found it difficult. In fact, I remember once I even had a packet of cigarettes. I crushed them in the bin and said never ever again, but it was an outside wheelie bin. I found myself 3 days later inside the wheelie bin trying to reconstruct them again. Look, addiction is not logical. Smoking isn't logical. And that's why this app will not concentrate on saying, look, it's killing you, it's costing you a fortune, it's bad for you. You know that. I am not part of the state the obvious brigade. What this app is all about, or this whole program, the audio, everything combined, is showing you it's a trick. And once you understand the concept of what is the nicotine trick, you will find it not only easy to stop smoking, but enjoyable to stop smoking. Now, there's always an easy way to most things if you just apply yourself and you know how to do it. So don't bang yourself on the head anymore wondering, why can't I figure out a way to stop smoking? This is the way, providing you follow the ingredients. And the ingredients are key. Look, this is like a recipe that I'm presenting with you here. And that recipe needs to be followed to the latter. So don't go off half-cocked here and there. You follow precisely what I'm going to say. There are 3 parts to this Stop Smoking in 2 Hours app. The first part is the audio section, vital importance, lasts for 2 hours and is the essence of enabling you to get free. The second part is the hypnotherapy, 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And the final part is the video coaching, vitally important, clearly. Now, the audio part of the program has been around for about 10 years. It was actually originally on a double CD. But because of the incredibly high success rate that has had over the years, I've made a conscious decision not to change it at all. So you may find that there's reference to me talking about you listening to the first CD or the second CD, where clearly you're listening to the first part of the audio or second part of the audio. Now, the audio is in 2 parts for a very good reason, because the first part deals with the removal of the conscious brainwashing to smoke, vitally important, the trick, if you will. The second part deals with the removal of the subconscious desire to smoke. Now that, of course, is vitally important, and although you may not believe in hypnotherapy or hypnosis, it's just a pleasant, relaxed state at the end of me talking at you, if you will, on audio for 2 hours, and it's vital that you do listen to that. Now, you must listen to the 2-hour section in one sitting. Now, this is vital. You're going to need to find yourself a time in the evening, preferably. In fact, I would encourage you to listen to the 2-hour audio in the evening. I'd say around about 7 or 8 p.m., depending on what time you go to sleep. You need to be awake while you're listening to the audio CD. Don't slouch. The CD will explain, or the audio section to be more accurate, will explain all about that. But you need to make sure that you go to sleep, if you will, with the hypnotherapy section. So it really gets to your subconscious mind. Then you wake up essentially as a non-smoker. I recommend listening to the hypnotherapy part, not just on the first evening that you stop, but every day at least for the first 7 days. So when you're listening to the 2-hour section of audio, make sure that you go into a room, you lock the door, you take the phone off the hook. When you listen to the audio part, I'm telling you to do all this again, okay? Repetition doesn't bother me at all, because it's important that you stop smoking and you stay stopped for life, because the difference between the 2 sets of lives is immeasurable. Although the audio CD has had incredible success over the years, I'm always looking for ways to improve that success rate. Modern technology now allows some video coaching, which means that I can be with you, literally in your pocket because of the app, every day for the first 5 to 7 days, and also thereafter in case you have any craving at all. Now, on this app, you will find 7 different videos to help you during the first week of stopping to make sure that you not only find it easy and enjoyable to stop, which is vitally important, but more importantly, so that you stay stopped. Now, it's essential that you listen and watch each of the videos in order. Day 1 should obviously be watched on day 1 and so on, but day 1 video needs to be watched the day after you stop. What I mean by that is this: if you stopped at 8 o'clock in the morning, for example, instead of at night, don't watch the video that day. Wait until you've slept, and then you wake up as a non-smoker, and then you watch the day 1 video then. Then clearly day 2, day 3. It's important that you watch the videos in the morning if you can. It's great because you've got an app. You can watch it on the journey to work or indoors or when you're at the gym, whatever the case is. But it's vital that when you first wake up, during the adjustment period, that you watch the video so that you know that you have somebody with you. So there's 5 videos there of coaching for the first 5 days afterwards. Now there are 2 other coaching videos as part of this app. When I ran a stop smoking clinic for God knows how many years, I would have people call me maybe on day 3 or day 4, and they were just in an emergency craving situation. So you'll find on the app, it says SOS for an emergency. That means no matter where you are, you could be out and about with friends, you could be in a pub, you could be at work, you could be traveling to work, and maybe some of the day 1, day 2, day 3 videos themselves aren't doing it for you for whatever reason, and you're just out and you just need an emergency, like I'm just about to have a cigarette or a cigar or whatever your vehicle of nicotine is, and I just need some help now. You might need to step outside, take a deep breath, and put the video on. Look, it's vital. You would have listened to the 2 hours of audio, you would have understood the nicotine trap fully. You may have even stopped for a day or 2 days or 3 days, whatever the case is. It's essential that before you pick up a cigarette, you pick up your phone and you watch the video. Give yourself at least a fighting chance. You'll also find a second emergency video on this app. This needs to be played out of the blue. You may find that several months after stopping smoking, all of a sudden you feel a slight urge or a slight craving, or it's starting to smell nice, or you start to see other people smoking, and for some reason you start to envy them as opposed to pity them. This is vitally important that you put this video on at that point. Don't let it build up so you end up having a cigarette. Remember, if you're going to reach for anything at all, any niggly doubts, play the video first. Always give yourself a fighting chance, because I tell you now, one single puff of anything containing nicotine, cigar, pipe, joint, whatever it is that contains nicotine, will have you hooked again for life. So that's how important this video will be to you.